For anybody who's watching this video, Merry Christmas to you and yours. Whether you're a subscriber or just somebody who likes to frequent the channel, or you're showing up for the first time. Merry Christmas, and thank you guys for watching. Now, on to some JSA business, because the first video, I was lost in that comic. This one, it's going to answer some questions. Not all of them, but a lot of them. My name is Dorian. This is SEM Comics. We're continuing our coverage of JSA number 2. Our story starts off 1 week ago in Opal City. You got Jade and Dr. Midnight. Now, this is Dr. Midnight, Beth Chapel, Dr. Midnight. And they pretty much go to the local police and we'll take care of the situation from here. And the SWAT team's like, great, where's the rest of your team? Because we need the big guns here. And Jade's like, I think we can handle the situation. And one of the SWAT members like, just the two of you? And then Dr. Midnight's like, no, there's actually 3, as Sam shows up. But the Sam's like, hey, cut the discussion. You two need to come in there and see this. And all these people in this theater are just suspended in midair and they're frozen. So then Jade goes to Dr. Midnight and is like, what do your readings say? And Dr. Midnight's like, there are no readings. There's no radiation signatures or anything. So then she's like, damn it, it's magic. I knew we should have brought Dr. Fate. All of a sudden, the people just wake up and then they start falling out from the sky. Jade and Sam pretty much have to use their powers to catch everybody. So then Dr. Midnight does a scan of everybody and she's like, everybody's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with them. So then Jade's like, somebody's trying to get our attention. Somebody's trying to distract us. So she calls her dad. And then Alan Scott's like, yeah, the other team found something too at Ted Knight's old observatory. Ted Knight's the original Starman. Now, the second team is Our Man, Jesse Quick, and Wildcat. Yolanda Martez Wildcat. So Jesse Quick goes running in there because she's a Flash, and that's what they do. Yolanda goes running in there. It's like, come on, old man. And Our Man's like, you guys gotta be careful. So once they get in there, they're like, man, whoever broke in here knew exactly what they was looking for. So now Our Man's like, I believe it's Cobra. And they're like, how do you know? There's a symbol on the wall, and he goes, call it a hunch. So then Obsidian wants to get at Cobra right now, right at this minute. And Jay Garrett's like, calm down, homeboy. We don't know that for sure. So Obsidian is a hothead. He just wants to just get at Cobra. He's like, we need to get a quick strike team now. Now, Wildcat, the original Wildcat, he's a hothead too. And he's pretty much telling him the same thing that Jay Garrett told him. He need to calm down. So Obsidian's like, this ain't 1945 no more, Ted. Things change, and maybe the JSA should change too. So then Wildcat's talking to Alan. He's like, hey, you need to talk to your son, because if I keep talking to him, he about to have a fat lip. So of course Alan Scott turned around. He's all pissed off. He's like, man, we got a crisis going on and we need to be working together, not fighting amongst ourselves. And as soon as he said that, there was a rumble, and Solomon Grundy comes out of nowhere and smashes Wildcat. I mean, the man probably has dentures in, but if he don't, he will soon, because all his teeth are gone. And the Injustice Society has all of them hemmed up. Hawk Girl comes out of nowhere and hits Solomon Grundy. She need to go ahead and get Wildcat's teeth back. Hawkman comes out of nowhere and he starts handling people. But then he catches a knee to the back of the head. Alan Scott looks and Ruby's there. She's a Red Lantern. He's like, what you doing with these guys? Ruby's like, this is the way it has to be, and starts using her power against him. Jay Garrett goes to Obsidian's like, hey, you need to protect the kids. He's like, he's on it, and he just takes off. Now, when he means kids, he's talking about Dr. Fate and Joaquin Thunder. They're in the back playing video games. All of a sudden, the lights go out. Gentleman Ghost grabs Joaquin because he don't want him to say Thunder to bring the genie. Dr. Fate, who is Khalid Nasir, goes for his helmet, and he's grabbed by Johnny Sorrow. So Johnny Sorrow's about to do his thing when all of a sudden Wotan steps in and is like, hey, I know you want to kill the boy, but we might need him alive, and we also might need him sane. So let's not do that. Besides, the only thing we came for is a helmet of fate. So out of nowhere, Obsidian comes and knocks the helmet out of his hands. Wotan turns around and hits Obsidian with some kind of spell. Khalid runs over and picks up the helmet of fate. At the same time, Joaquin breaks away from Gentleman Ghost. He's about to summon the Thunderbolt. All of a sudden, Wotan uses a spell at the same time Dr. Fate does, and then everybody just disappears except for Joaquin Thunder, who's knocked out. And then that's how our 6 members of the Justice Society are now in the Tower of Fate. Now, I'm going to try to attempt to sum this up because it was kind of confusing the way it was said. So, I guess Khalid, Dr. Fate, was doing a spell to get everybody away. He wanted to go to the Tower of Fate. Woden was doing a spell at the same time. The spells mixed and kind of messed things up. So, the Tower of Fate that they're at, it is a Tower of Fate, but it's also kind of different. Like, they don't recognize it, and they don't know where the Tower of Fate is. Now, he did leave a safety spot, in other words, a place that they can go so that they can go back. Problem is that he doesn't know where in the Tower of Fate the safety spot's at. That's why you have Jay Garrett running around there trying to find it. Problem is that the Tower of Fate's infinite, so he could be running forever. So the Hawkman and Hawkgirl go outside to check things out, and then that's when they see all the demons. So now we got the present time. You got Hawkman and Hawkgirl fighting all the demons. And they're like, we can't keep this up forever. There's too many of them. So Alan Scott's going to go outside to help him. Wildcat wants to go too, but then Cleve's like, I need somebody to stay here with me. So then Wildcat's like, all right, I'll stay with you, kid. Alan Scott goes outside. He's helping out Hawkman and Hawkgirl. Jay Garrett is still running around trying to find the safety spot. He thinks he finally finds it when all of a sudden Solomon Grundy smashes Jay Garrett into the ground. Like, why is Solomon Grundy doing it to these old mans? Like, this is straight out of Friday.
Oh, shit! That's my fight, huh? Oh, you want something too, old man? Huh? No.
And then, to make matters worse, the comic book ends with one of the demons stabbing Carter Hall right in the chest.